Hello and welcome to the video with me, Winner Andrew, to another video of Weekly Andrew, in which, yeah, I've definitely been a bit lazy this week. But I guess I'll talk about that later, towards the end of this episode video or something. So yeah, I'm just going to go straight to anime, considering, hey, into the anime season, basically. With the exception of two anime that I'm watching that still doesn't end until next week or next 2 weeks, because of delays on one of them. But yeah, Data Live, Season 4. I can at least say that I'm pretty sure it was better than season 3. And yeah, I don't really remember all that much that happened in season 3 or any of the previous seasons, to be honest. Especially considering the fact that I kind of started this season off kind of just wondering who DM was. Yeah, I didn't remember them at all. It's obvious to me that they were like this main villain or something, but for some reason I didn't remember them at all. I'm not even sure if they were ever actually introduced before, if this was like the first appearance for some reason. I honestly don't even know that right now, to be honest. But yeah, uh, I honestly don't have much to say. Personally, didn't really like Mukuro, to be honest, with how things started off there, I guess. Or just Nia was okay, I guess, but the whole I kind of feel like she was added into all this purely just give Westcott or whoever it is just a massive buff, basically. That's all that she really was to me. Added to the story just so the villain can become stronger. Yeah, not the best, but still better than season 3, I think. But we also have season 5 already announced at the end of the final episode there, so yeah, I guess we can now wait for season 5. And whatever's going to happen there. Which apparently, from what I kind of seen from discussions on Mal and stuff, it's kind of the point where it starts getting darker or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah, moving on to Love After Worlds Domination, which is another kind of Power Ranger Super Sentai inspired thing, I guess. In which, when it comes to rom-com anime, I'd say it's the best one of the season if you, of course, ignore Kaguya-sama also being during this season. So if you just ignore Kaguya-sama, this was the best rom-com anime of the season for sure, without a doubt. But when it comes to couples, I guess, it also kind of wins there with Fudo and Destiny, I think. And also, that final episode for this anime was quite something. That's all I'll really say about that episode. But overall, I honestly really did enjoy this anime quite a bit. So yeah, if we possibly get have a chance of getting another season, yeah, I'll definitely be watching it without question. Though that kind of goes for basically every anime I've watched, considering there's not an anime I've watched that I haven't watched sequels to. Yeah. But definitely would like to see a second season of this anime here. But yeah, don't really have all that much else to say there, so moving on to Gargasama. In which, yeah, I ended up having it to where I took quite a bit of screenshots here just for this, and yeah, I don't even know if I actually have time to cycle through them all, so I'm kind of talking right now just so I can have more time to show them, I guess. But yeah, this season was great. I honestly don't really know what else to say there, to be honest. And here at the end, I guess we kind of figure out that Shirogane is basically planned out absolutely everything for the confession here at the end, in which I don't think either of them actually confessed. But there was a kiss, though it also wasn't a normal kiss, considering, yeah, apparently it's a French kiss. Because Kaguya messed up at the end due to her innocence and not actually knowing how significant that is. Yeah. Another thing to say, I guess, is the fact that Ishigami doesn't want to accept the fact that he accidentally confessed to Tsubame. Yeah. I honestly don't think the whole thing with Ishigami and Tsubame is actually going to work out in the end. Especially with one bit of a scene there with the fact that Ishigami found the heart pendant Kaguya lost and ended up giving it to Lino because she's part of the because lost and found stuff. Gives it to her. Yeah. Just that whole thing there kind of tells me that's the direction it's going to go, so yeah. Don't really know when it comes to Tsubame and how things are going to work out when it comes to her, unless she ends up being a character that never actually gets an official ship, which I guess is possible, but whatever. I don't know if I've actually talked up enough yet to actually cycle through all the screenshots I took, considering I kind of do want to try and show them all off, considering, yeah, there's a lot that you could take screenshots of in that final episode, to be honest. Yeah. But I guess I'll just go ahead and continue at this point, considering, yeah, I don't want to be sitting here forever just going over Gargasama. I got more time to be talking about Shield here later, for reasons. But, yeah, next thing up is Love Life Nijigasaki, in which this Love Life is still kind of my second favorite after the first one that we got. Yeah, kind, and that's purely due to the fact that it kind of has the feel of it while not feeling like a copy, and also being its own thing separate from everything else. That's kind of the reason why that I like it as much as I do. Though I don't, though I still like that first Love Life anime the most personally. In which, yeah, final episode was basically just songs, to be honest. Of course, with it being Love Life, there is at least one song in every single episode. But last episode, they're literally just songs until I got to the end of the episode, where I basically jumped in the future a bit. But yeah, Superstar is next season. So I guess got that to look forward to, and also I guess I'll since it kind of talking about Love Life here. I guess I will mention the fact that apparently Sunshine is getting another season, from what I can tell. Not exactly sure if it's 100% sure if it's a second season, but I think it is. So, yeah. If it is a second season, that means the worst love life out of all of them is actually getting a second season out, to be honest. Considering, let's be honest here, Sunshine was basically a cheap copy of the first one. That's basically what it was, just a cheap copy. They tried to copy it and failed. So, yeah, it was not good. And it's the worst one by far when it comes to the entire Love Life franchise here, whatever. Ugh, yeah. Parents, we have that to look forward to in the future, whenever it airs. But yeah, I don't need to be talking any more about Love Life here, I guess. So, Spy Family, which I didn't actually talk about a single time throughout its entire airing here, with the first half of its season. first season here, considering we get this part 2 of season 1 in fall, during the fall season. So, yeah, it was very good, to be honest. I don't really know what else to say about it, besides that, I guess. Though personally, I don't think I actually enjoyed it as much as other people have. Not exactly sure what the reasoning is. I didn't enjoy it as much, I think. But I know it was good and I did enjoy it, but just not as much as other people, I think. But yeah, at this point, just wait through the summer season here until we get to fall for the second half of this season when it comes to Spy Family here now. So yeah, I honestly don't have anything else to say. So moving on to Don't Hurt Me, My Healer, in which uh it has it it has its own sense of humor. In which at some point while watching it, I kind of noticed a bit of similarity in its humor to something that I'm actually familiar with when it comes to Max and his chat. Considering Elvin is basically Nags, and Carl is basically his chat. Which at that point, when I kind of made that connection, I did kind of actually start enjoying watching this anime more, to be honest. Just because the familiarity there I got at that point, I guess. But overall, I think the best thing about this entire anime were the episode previews, namely the titles for the episodes. Yeah, personally, that's my favorite thing about the entire anime, was the titles of the episodes, considering it's quite literally a description of the episode, with the staff behind it and everything kind of just talking about it. So, yeah, that was the thing I enjoyed the most out of it, though it was kind of good, but it's just has its own sense of humor, so not. And because of that, it's not exactly for everyone, considering it did take me a while to pick up the kind of sense of humor it has. But yeah, nothing else there to say, so moving on to komi-san. Which, yeah, second season here was pretty good, like the first season. Despite the horrible animation in episode 10 and kind of episode 11. And yeah, I know why the animation those episodes were so bad, especially for 10, um, was as bad as they were. But I'm pretty sure they could have, or tried to at least just delay the episode so they could actually do them properly instead of outsourcing all the work to another studio that doesn't actually have enough time to properly animate everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could have delayed the episodes, but they didn't. Yeah. But with this season here ending, we have gotten to the end of their first year, in which, at this point, the whole romance side of things has definitely gotten started, without question. And also, there's no actual announcement of a season 3 at the end, but I'm pretty sure we're probably going to get one, to be honest. Though there is no confirmation of anything at all at the end of the episode like we had in the first season, but whatever. I kind of think Komi's a bit too popular for it just to get 2 seasons at this point. Just saying, considering it's not very often you have an anime have a second season announced at the end of the anime of its first season. That alone goes to show how popular it is, and I doubt that'll just stop at the second season, to be honest. But, moving on, I guess, to what I'm probably going to be talking about further. It's going to be the thing I talk about the longest here. Shield Hero. In which, to sum up this whole season, to be honest, very simply, they rushed it so much that they accidentally ended the season with one episode to spare, which meant that they had to create a filler episode for the final episode. Seriously, episode 13 was basically an OVA episode, considering everything there is what you normally see in some OVA episode. But it was actually the final episode of the season. Yeah, it seriously feels like they rushed the story so much that they accidentally ended it an episode early and had to figure out what to do for the final episode. Yeah. And I honestly don't understand how they could have possibly end up doing this badly on a season when they with this season when they had plenty of time to animate. Hey, do all of this considering they had years for this, especially with the fact that it has actually been was delayed at least twice that I remember. Maybe it was delayed 3 times. I'm not exactly sure, but I know it was for sure that it was delayed at least twice. And this is what we get at the end of it still, somehow. I'm not sure how they managed to do this badly, but they did. In which they have basically, from my knowledge, completely skipped a training arc at the beginning of the season. That was supposed to be right there at the beginning of the season. They end up taking the most unpopular arc, that is a Spirit Tortoise arc, and made it even worse instead of actually trying to improve it to actually make it good. And then they went with all that, kind of improved slightly for this final, the Isekai arc here at the end, but it ends up not being very good still, though it was a slight improvement over the Spirit Tortoise arc. And it was mostly that bad, I think, due to everything already mentioned, completely skipping the training arc and doing so badly on the Spirit Tortoise arc that kind of led to the Isekai arc being even worse than what it could have been purely because of all of that. And I'm also kind of thinking that there were changes and things just completely cut out in the Isekai arc. I know of one thing that was definitely changed when it comes to Reptalia's separation from Naofumi and things there, though that kind of change is somewhat understandable and kind of makes things better, I'd say, considering how it actually is supposed to play out, where it was they did in the anime. Kind of improves it, I think, but still it's not that great, I think. But yeah, how did they do this badly for this season when they had so much time to work on it? And seriously, I have absolutely no hope of season 3 at this point when they did so badly on this season. Go ahead and say how could they possibly make a season even worse than this, but look at how much time they had to make this season and how badly they did for it. I think they could easily screw up the third season even more, to be honest. But, yeah. This season was not good. They took one of the most anticipated anime of the season, basically made it one of the worst anime of the season. Yeah. How? Just how do you do that? Okay, stop ranting on Shield here, how bad second season of Shield Hero was, and continue moving on and talk about something else here. So, moving on to Shamiko, or as its actual name of it is, the Demon Girl Next Door, I think it is. I honestly don't really remember the name of the anime at all. I just know it's Shamiko, cause, well, Shamiko. In which this season definitely got the story moving a bit. Not much I can easily say. Kind of solving some of the mysteries in the anime and everything. Main thing basically being Sakura's core, being inside Shamiko, and basically acting as her life support, and the only thing actually keeping her alive. Yeah. In which at this point, when it comes to anything else being uncovered, the other mysteries being solved, basically, like Shamiko's father being a Mekon box, and other things. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shamiko basically has to get strong before we get to actually get to any of that stuff. But overall, yeah, I definitely like this anime a lot. Though it's also kind of thing that I can kind of forget about, considering I was surprised when the second season got announced, and by the time we actually started here, I actually completely forgot that it was even announced in the first place. Until I ended up seeing on my anime list. It's like, oh yeah, that had a second. This has a second season. Despite the fact that, yeah, it is something that I definitely enjoy a lot. It's just I don't really remember it very well. Which is strange, to be honest. When I like it so much, but I still end up forgetting about it, kind of. Don't understand that, but whatever. So, yeah, that's the end of that's there. Kind of hoping for a third season, but yeah, whatever. Moving on to Dawn of the Witch, which is the final anime I actually have to talk about here. In which this is a spin off of the Grimoire of Zero, which I did binge watch before. What? After the first 3 or 4 episodes of this, so I was meaning to actually do that before this even actually started airing. But, yeah. This takes several years after the events of the Grimoire of Zero, and of course focusing on some new characters. But, yeah. This was definitely not as good as the Grimoire of Zero was. Yeah. But at the very least, it was still good. Though, when it comes to like screenshots here, yeah. For the most part, the things that be most inclined to actually take screenshots of here were all zero for the most part. So that kind of just says something. Zero's not even the main character in this, and she's the main thing that I kind of want to be taking screenshots of for some reason. Yeah. But it was good, I guess. So, yeah. That's the end of all this anime for this week, I guess. In which there's only 2 left for me in this season for me to watch, which is Shikimori, which has 2 episodes left, I think, still, and also Tsubaki, whatever the full name of that anime is, I don't really remember, which I'm pretty sure finishes this weekend, so that'll be for next week. But otherwise, the season is over, and, well, next season starts the day this is being uploaded. Considering, yeah, I got Rent a Girlfriend second season to watch. So, yeah, it's gonna be the first anime of the season for me to watch. It's gonna be the first anime of the season for me to watch, which is a bit depressing. Considering it's not exactly an anime I'm looking forward to. Considering I know it's not very good. But at the very least, I guess it's not the first anime of the season to air, at the very least. Considering that spot gets taken by some other anime I'm not actually going to be watching. So, yeah, I guess I also should do this, considering I completely forgot about that, but, the list of anime I'm going to be watching. Yeah, I think I'll show that. Completely forgot about it, and literally just now remembered. So let's go ahead and kind of show you that a bit, I guess. So, yeah. I kind of will just have that thing scroll through things there. So, yeah. You'll see what things I'm going to be watching there, to be honest. Or at the very least, things I'm kind of looking at watching and will probably end up watching the entire time because throughout the entire season, considering it's not very often I drop things. But, yeah. Not looking forward to watching Gritty Girlfriend when this video is uploaded and everything. Yeah. But overall, when it comes to this week, and the fact that I was a bit lazy was, yeah. I basically wasted the entirety of Monday. Got up in the morning, recorded Wednesday's video, got it, and edited that video Tuesday, I think. But yeah, the rest of Monday, I didn't actually do anything at all, to be honest. I really didn't. And then Wednesday, I went and just basically played Minecraft all day. It's not something I was expecting to be doing, but I did. Considering I'm literally only got into playing Minecraft here all of a sudden purely because of Nags. And the fact that he's going to be doing Endurance Rank, playing Minecraft, trying to kill the Ender Dragon on hardcore mode within a week. And he basically knows nothing about Minecraft. And that there basically got me to start a game of Minecraft with the purpose of trying to kill the Ender Dragon. Considering that's not actually something I've done myself before. Though I'm of course not playing on hardcore mode because I'm not a masochist. So, yeah. And so far I've definitely put over 12 hours into it. And kind of got myself set up and everything and ready to go. Still have iron armor. Got 2 diamond pickaxes, considering the first one's about to break and I don't really know what to do with it. Kind of want to repair it, but whatever. Kinda got a skeleton farm set up that I need to finish slightly. But overall, I basically have that skeleton farm set up. And yeah, that skeleton farm, I kind of do have some nether portals set up, in which the first stuff I did was kind of getting a nether portal over to the closest stronghold I could find. In which, yeah, that overall with that stronghold, yeah, I did not enjoy going through that thing. Considering that stronghold seemed a bit large and had 2 libraries, which I was not expecting. So yeah. Also, in the first place, when I actually went to the stronghold, it was purely the purpose of getting books from the library. That's it. And there was ended up being 2 libraries, so yeah, I had several stacks of books by the time I was done. Nah, it's just that's just to say the least. I didn't get all the bookshelves that is up against the walls. I just got rid of everything in the middle of the library, and that's it. But yeah, got another portal set up between the stronghold to my little base, which is an igloo, considering I very quickly found an igloo with a basement, and I basically turned that into my base. So yeah, I've expanded that little basement quite a bit at this point. And have a 3x1 hole straight down all the way to diamond level basically, and also having a little area branch and go higher up for iron, in which I basically have like a 1 block placed every 3 blocks. I have a block placed so I can kind of go going up and down. I kind of just place a bit of water at the top so I can actually go up and down. So it's a temporary water elevator until I actually get a proper one set up. That's basically what it is. And another reason I kind of designed it that way is the fact that the amount of times I die just going down, trying to mine down that thing, considering I end up going and finding caves like twice and died to mobs there twice. And dying multiple times just trying to go back down there to get my items back because I kept dying from ball damage considering I was literally just mined straight down. Kind of hard to go down a straight hole. So I had to keep grabbing more blocks to try and place just quickly enough to break my fall so I wouldn't die and just keep doing that until I got to the bottom to get my items back. Which I eventually got all that set up and now perfectly safe and everything, thankfully. Considering I probably spent like an hour or two just trying to get that thing built, which is annoying. But yeah, mob farm, basically have that thing almost finished, and skeleton farm, almost got that thing almost finished now. Got another portal set up between it to my base as well, in which I had to create a separate portal and nether for that, considering they both link to the same portal. Because they're so close to each other, so I had to separate those. But overall, I think I basically got things set up there. Just need to grind experience so I can actually enchant stuff and hopefully get fortune, considering I'm pretty sure one of my diamond pickaxes actually had I can actually get fortune 2 one of my diamond pickaxes, which is great. So more diamonds for me, which makes things much easier. Don't know if I want to actually try and get netherite, to be honest, but I could try that. Also, another thing. When I was going, kind of trying to connect my nether portals between stronghold and my base, I died there randomly. Felt like kind of building a bridge across an open stretch of open area there, and I just seemed to randomly got knocked off the edge, which was weird considering I'm pretty sure there was absolutely nothing up there to actually hit me, unless it was a gas that I had to deal with afterwards that I didn't hear at all, and didn't even hear an explosion of it hitting its fireball hitting anything. So I don't think it was a gas. So it would have been something else that somehow got onto my platform that wasn't there while I was building it. So yeah, I have no idea how I fell off. But it's very clearly I got hit by something considering it kind of jumped up all of a sudden from getting hit. So yeah, that was a bit of a pain to deal with. I'm trying to recover all that stuff, considering I had to kill like 2 gas that were there afterwards. While I was frantically running around trying to get all my stuff. Which I think I did actually lose some of my items in a fire, I think. But nothing that was actually important. Which is good. And yeah, I got all that, the whole bridge there set up, though I haven't actually secured it yet, though I have secured a portion of it. But yeah, doesn't matter that much considering I don't think I'm going to be really using that bridge that much, considering it's literally just go to a stronghold. Yeah. I talked about Minecraft quite a bit here, haven't I? Just with what I've been doing. But yeah. I guess that's the end of this episode, since I don't actually really know what else to talk about now. So, yeah, not as long as previous last week's episode, but still longer than normal, that's for sure. So, yeah, here we go. That is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you all next video. Bye bye.